You always gonna make it. Here's why. One thing I've been noticing, right, is like I said in my last video, what you assume your life to be is what creates the events. What I'll say for myself is look into your human design. My human design is I'm a generator. So I have a lot of energy, and my purpose in life is to teach people how to balance, because I've taught myself this, and it is also to teach you things based on the universal laws, right? Such as polarity, things of that. It's crazy because I've studied that like OD, right? What I've noticed is in my human design, I have to wait and then respond. My not self theme is frustration. So a lot of times when I get frustrated is because I'm not fully in alignment with my strategy, and my strategy is waiting to respond, right? So I'm at a space, and you can try this too, because you may be a generator. Type in your birthday, your time you were born, whatever the fuck. Use this app called Stella. Not even a promotion, whatever, but just saying. So once you kind of find that out, it kind of gives you an understanding on who you are, okay? And the more you understand who you are is the better you can approach things. So let's just say, for example, me, I can't initiate things. I can't force things. I have to wait for it to come to me. So currently I'm working on my business. I got my clothing brand named after my son. And I'm currently working on that business. And what I'm seeing is I have to genuinely wait for opportunities to come, and then I respond based on how I feel. If you are a generator, that's the goal. The goal is to respond based on how you feel. But you can't respond based on how you feel until you have emotional clarity. So let's just say, for example, I looked in my account and I had saw 113.26 overdrawn. Because if you don't know, I was on maternity leave. My job decided to remove me from the site. They decided to bring me back, the universe, God, genuinely. And I went through a shift. It's kind of like what John Locke went through when he went to the island in that series called Lost. You go on a walkabout. See, he couldn't walk before he got to the island, and he was able to walk. So sometimes you have to go through these islands and get lost just to find yourself. So during this journey, I've realized that I'm it, even if I don't have the money I want. I have what I need, because all my essentials is taken care of. My baby has Similac, Asani is good, diapers are good, wipes are good, my lady's good, I'm eating, I'm great, and my house things are sort of in order, genuinely. And if they're not, you have to see it as that, by the way, so you can unlock those opportunities. It starts with you feeling and understanding emotional clarity. When I looked at the account, I immediately thought, oh shit, I've never been through this before. Mind you, I didn't know motherfuckers could still charge you even when you ain't got no fucking money in the account, because I sent my girl my money ASAP because I knew what I was going on. I don't get paid until probably the next 2 weeks, right? So I took a moment and I had to jump out that logic and that ego. A lot of times we don't even realize that we're too logical and too egotistical. I'll speak for the logical part. A lot of times you don't fucking understand that sometimes or most times faith is the evidence of things not seen. I don't know the whole Bible verse, but you have to feel like you're okay. You have to breathe through that. You have to get to that space where you feel like you're okay to attract okay opportunities. So now I come to work And I'm having a conversation, and as I'm chopping it, you know, because I'm genuine, showing baby pictures, because as you know, I'm a father. And a lady that works upstairs, she's a boss upstairs, she's cool as fuck. She comes down after our conversation and just hands me 100. And I told her, it's funny because I really needed this. You know, she said love, love, and she dipped out her way. And as I was talking to a friend of mine about how it is being a father, because he's about to get eggs frozen or something with his lady or whatever. And this ain't the first time this happened. This happened to me, I'm pretty sure in your whole life, you've made at least $1 million. I'm telling you. So you can say you're a millionaire because you've spent that much. I'll say that. You've spent more than $1 million, honestly. So you realizing that aspect is you understanding that if I spent more than $1 million, that makes me a millionaire. Now I'm just trying to maintain and manage that enough so I'm aware that I am. That's all you're doing when it comes to this financial thing, right? Abundance is in the air. I remember I caught this Instagram video of an older white lady talking about an affirmation that had worked for her. So I decided to, actually take a look at this and give my attention to this. And it said, I always have more money than I need, and I currently do. A lot of you guys are not naturally grateful because you're too focused on the wants that you don't have, that you don't even understand. All the things that you need are here. And that's the idea. You want to attract abundance, you have to learn to be abundant. You know, I was talking to myself one day, and as I was speaking to myself, I was like, okay, no carbs today, right? I'm on that journey. And then myself was like, are we just saying this, or are we actually feeling this? A lot of times we've gotten so familiar with just saying shit. Like this year, like every new year, your hair motherfucker go like this. This is my year. I'm going to be, and I was that motherfucker at one point, I'm going to be a millionaire this year. What stopped them from being a millionaire is because they were saying that more than they actually believed it. They believed in their overdrawn account. They didn't believe in higher powers bigger than what they see. You got to understand, abundance is in the air. No matter if you feel or see that you're not abundant or it hasn't materialized, you have to see that wish fulfilled. And then in between the time to that realization, you have to do nothing. And that's why that coincides with what I was speaking about in the beginning in relevance to my human design. I'm a generator. I have to chill, be humble, and allow opportunities to come. And then I have to wait and respond. I have to actually process that, take it in, and then make a maneuver. You know what I'm saying? So give that a try, and you'll always make it if you believe you will. If you're not making it, it's because you still believe you won't. So you gotta realize these things need to be balanced. You're seeing pessimism, but you're open to transmuting it. That's the work. Whether it be shadow work, whatever it is, it starts with your internal. So you're always going to make it once you feel that, be that, and you have intentions in wanting that naturally. Yeah? If you're familiar with not wanting it, change your assumptions and force that aspect. When I say force, I mean repeat it. Because sometimes we have negative habits that do not help who we're trying to become. Much love, much peace, and you're always gonna make it. Subscribe, follow, like, do what the fuck you feel, but I know you're gonna make it. Love.